G'day guys! Here's ZOD back on Bandit 007 Trez's channel! Yo, and I'm gonna tell you right now, we's talking about the one, the only, the near god as he already was, Kenpachi Zaraki!
Okay, I don't think we have the high part there, but yes, he's right, folks. We are indeed talking about Kenpachi Zaraki, Squad 11 Captain, and of course, Master of Nozarashi, formerly known as Yachiru Kusajishi. So,
Oh, that hurt my throat.
I bet you did. Anyway, folks, a brief background with Kenpachi. Basically, born into District 80 of North Rukongai, Zaraki. And with that group, basically just grew up unmatched with spiritual power. Ended up finding a Kenpach on a dead soldier's body, which was actually an Asauchi at the time. So even while still a child, he managed to imprint his own soul onto it and form Nozarashi. Of course, he didn't know it at that point. So, anyway.
I'm sorry, I'm just gonna constantly be doing this. Because there's something going on outside and it's confusing me. And it's distracting me. And I'm normally one pretty easily distracted by random shit that I can't fucking understand. Logic, science is pretty important. So, which actually begs the question of how is it that the character we were talking about last week, we were supposed to, anyways, Yachiru.
Yachiru, yes.
The question is, how can a spirit exist? Well, of course, we don't ask that shit with stuff like this. But how can the spirit exist outside of the sword and have its own sword?
That has got me confused. I'm guessing what was Sanpo Kenju was actually an extension of Nozarashi's ability, but that's unknown at this point. So who knows? But as far as her being in this world, as it were, that's basically the equivalent of any other swordsman manifesting their Zanpakuto during their Bankai training. So whether it was Kenpachi forcibly making that happen, who's to guess? It could be to do with his forced Shikai release too, so even though it was only a half Shikai, it could be that his spiritual are forcing a release, therefore forcing Nozarashi's materialization. So using that, I think that's pretty well decent to where we need to be.
I'm playing Pokemon, because on my channel we're slowly gonna get there. Right now I'm playing Pokemon, which is completely different to Bleach.
No shit, Sherlock.
So, for any of you guys who are looking at this video and just going, the fuck's he playing? The fuck's he playing Pokemon for? Is because it's something different. Just give me a minute, guys. So I'm just trying to understand a little bit of something, a little something. We're talking about the one, the only, the Kenpachi Zaraki, right? Now, what we do know is he grew up in the Rukongai, North Sector.
District 80, as his surname suggests.
The question I would be asking next is, how the fuck did he come across a sword, imprint that fucking his own onto the sword, and then somehow make a spirit come out of the fucking sword? Come on, guys. We need an explanation. Of course, there's an episode which you guys need to watch. Do you know the episode number? I'm talking about the first episode you see. Not the first episode, you see them. But the flashback to explain where he gets his name and Yachiru's name.
No, I don't remember that episode exactly.
But that might be a good one, because
if I remember correctly, it was in the Soul Society arc around the time he fought Ichigo, so that would be around about episode 34 to 37, give or take.
Well, look, we're just gonna have to find that out for you guys, I think. But what happens is his beat up a bunch of guys and pretty much killed every fucking one of them. Next thing he knows, he's just chilling, relaxing, after a hard day's working out of killing.
If you can call it hard work for Kenpachi.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure that shit right. Next thing he knows, there's a little girl crawls up to him. And instead of being scared of him, like you'd expect, she's like, "Oh my god! Who the fuck are you?" Like, you know.
And she even touches the sword.
Okay. I'm pretty sure just touching the sword with a spiritual pressure at that point would mean, "Oh, hello. Looks like my finger's gone."
Something like that, but yes. When you look back on it, it sort of sends alarm bells ringing, folks. Think about it. How could she not be cut by a sword with that much spiritual pressure generated by its user?
Well, that's something we should always ask is how does this happen? But today we're talking about Kenpachi. How was it that he doesn't figure it out that Yachiru isn't who she says she is? How is it that he can't figure out that the little shit, she can't tell you which way is fucking north because she doesn't know which way is fucking north. She couldn't tell you.
Let alone any of the other cardinal directions.
North is my favorite direction. It leads me back home.
Yeah, give or take. you might be a little northeast, I think. Time you get that way.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little, you know.
Anyway.
That's neither here nor there.
Back to the little background. After we found Yachiru, we named Yachiru in honor of Yachiru Unohana, later to be known as the first introduced to us as Retsu Unohana, captain of Squad 4.
The fuck's the Retsu come from?
Different names get away from her past, as it were. I'm guessing. Which also has a reference to her past, by the way, if you read the translation, which I forgot. Something to do with violence, if I remember correctly. Anyway, yes, you named Yachiru.
That's the next one we should do.
Okay. That's for another video, folks. Yachiru Unohana, or Retsu, as we would have known her. Anyway, another video for that one. He named his lieutenant, / Zanpakuto, Yachiru in honor of the late Captain Unohana, because she was the first one to make him feel fear in battle, or the thrill of battle, and the fear of death in battle as well. And hence, the scar down the middle of his left cheek, going through his eye as well. So after that, he found Ikaku, gave him a sound beating, and basically taught him a lesson. If you don't die, consider yourself lucky. Think only about survival. And then after that, think only of killing the person who failed to kill you. Then, of course, he told him to come back later on, once he became a soldier, and try and kill him again. Which he gladly did. When Ikaku asked him his name, he just said, "I'm Kenpachi, from Zaraki." That doesn't just send a message of power, folks.
We'll keep that one short, guys. We'll keep that short.
Anyway, now basically, skip ahead. Ikaku knew she can come back. Kenpachi smiles. That's just after he becomes captain, killing Kenpachi Ganjo. Sorry, Kenpachi Ki Ganjo with a K. With a K, folks. Then it goes later, skip forward to Soul Star by Ichigo, which is Kenpachi sees the loss for himself. Ichigo sees that as loss for himself, therefore, based on that, I call it a tie. I don't know about you. Merody? Tie? They consider it a loss for each other?
They consider it a loss, yet Yachiru, I consider it a win for both of them. Because neither of them died. They both learnt a little bit about themselves. They both learnt a bit of potential that they didn't think they had. That's a win. That's not a fucking loss, that's a win.
But on the same token, after the fight, when Yachiru accused Ichigo of cheating, which he blatantly wasn't.
Oh wait, that can't be right. They both won, that's a tie. Hey! Now that's how you fuck with people right there. Woo! Fucking good, right? Fuck yeah.
Dare I answer that, folks? I'll leave that to you. Anyway.
Mate,
yes,
I'm not insulting you on my channel. I'm not insulting no kind of my channel.
You sure about that?
The same.
Anyway.
I didn't insult you. I ain't insulting you.
Anyway.
I'm questioning your logic, but you know.
question. I don't know like I know it's sad.
Okay, so we're gonna cut that up until the end of the Fake Katakura Town arc. He doesn't have Shikai or Bunkai.
Well,
He's got a
has
half release.
He actually has that right at the end of the Lost Substitute arc as well, because he comes to the world of the living to help Ichigo and whatnot.
So up until that last point, Lost Shinigami arc, he doesn't know his sword at all. He's sort of like, oh, fuck, I got a powerful sword.
But he's been trying to learn its name since he fought Ichigo.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Oh no.
Well, that's what the background says anyway.
But he's only got the sword. So what you see in improvement is his physical improvement upon physical training. Nothing to do with the sword. Like, no fucking way. But then also at the same time, could Yachiru's training, her self improvement, also cause an increase in the power that you would perceive of Kenpachi? Come on, answer me that, boy.
Well, phrase it that way, I'm not sure. Know about her identity. I'm guessing there would have been some power feed off there. But not much.
I mean, it's only in this latest arc. Oh god, I look at this fucking video recording, and it's that.
Like, shut up, you!
It just don't work.
The quality ain't good, folks. This is a laptop webcam, so
even my laptop webcam's better than this.
Go fuck yourself.
Burn!
Go fuck yourself, asshole.
The only problem is I don't have a microphone mic point, so I can't fuck
Fuck those assholes!
But it's got a better camera. But anyway, so
Fight me.
This latest arc, we've had nearly every cunt fucking show their maximum potential. So, what's Kenpachi? Kenpachi's what? Has he just learned his Bunkai? Or sorry, he's just learned his sword's name and thus Bunkai?
Within the space of about 50 chapters, give or take.
That's only like a week. Tops.
Yeah, maybe in the series. That's a bit more than a week at a time, boy.
It's over a year, I think. It's a week. I think it's a chapter a week, isn't it?
Chapter a week, sometimes he releases 2, depending on if there's a public holiday over there or not. Generally speaking, he's working on probably 2 or 3 chapters at once.
So he's now got Bunkai. That's great. Okay,
I got one question, Kubo. What the fuck? Are you trying to make him a god, dude? What the fuck?
Well, I got roped into checking out that son of a bitch's fucking wiki page. And do you know what it said? His physical transformation, more like a fucking Oni, right? If you guys don't know, an Oni is a Japanese version of what we call a demon.
Well, here's a Japanese demon.
It's the Japanese equivalent of demon. So, think ugly. Think scary.
Ugly? His skin just turns red and he gets devil horns out his forehead. You call that ugly?
I'd call anything like that ugly. I'd still call it fucking scary. I'd still call it fucking scary, because seriously, that would scare the fuck out of me. This dude, fucking 6 foot something, with a massive fuck off sword, he releases Bunkai, taller. His sword goes from being, oh yeah, it's reasonably big, to it just goes,
so a jagged version of his
fuck this, I'm gonna be a butcher's cleaver, and a fucked up version of that, and I'm gonna become more like a fucking demon. Oh, I'm so not scary. No, fuck that shit, man. I wouldn't deal with that. I'd be running the other fucking way.
Right up. I'm gonna bifurcate what the fucking middle from probably 20 meters away. It's all good. I'm not a fucking god, am I? I must be close, but I'm not, am I? What? What the fuck, Kubo? You gonna make him a god or not?
That'll lead to another one, which will be Ichigo Kurisaki's, because if we've got Kenpachi, he's as powerful as he is at the moment. I mean, he's not the main character. He's not the main protagonist. And the protagonist tends to be, by the end of the story, the most powerful being there is. So, Let's see how this shit turns out.
Yeah, seriously, Kubo. If you're gonna make Kenpachi pretty much a literal god, we know that Shinigami translates to death god, folks. That aside, Kenpachi basically is a literal god. He shat all over Gerard. What the hell is Ichigo gonna be able to do?
It's gonna be interesting. I think.
And I will do a brief video, or we hopefully will do a brief video on Ichigo's Bankai. What we think it'll be. I know some out there said various opinions, and even.
Well,
shout out to Tekken 101 here. He even decided to stay away from it. But that aside, we're gonna do one, and we'll see what comes up.
Oh, guys, you're gonna fucking love me for this shit, because I tend to be
right.
I tend to be fucking pretty accurate with that shit, so see what I come up with.
We'll see what we come up with.
And if I'm right, you guys are definitely gonna have to subscribe to my channel to see some of the shit that I come
By the way, for God's sake, do not do a cold that shit dance.
Oh, fucking what? No. I'm gonna do I called that shit and be like, booyah. Like,
don't go and do the dance.
Booyah. Right? I called that shit, booyah. Right? There's no need for any of that. I called that shit.
Look, this could be that Tekken did it.
But right now, we're looking at Kenpachi's Bankai. Now, what we read, and I've not really all that into reading this shit at the moment. I don't have the capacity to be able to do it. Internet and shit. But what I got to see today is, oh my god, it's power increase of fucking exponential growth.
Of what? We don't know exactly.
Who knows? He becomes fucking scary. So, not only are you looking at some creatures that's gonna, make you shit your ass, so fucking brown that you'd probably be best wearing brown pants.
Oh yeah.
If you fucking looked at him, you'd be dead. Right? That's cool. His opponents are effed up the ass because the power in the exponential growth is that great that he cuts a dude that's, he gets bigger, his power increases to match, right? He cuts this son of a bitch in two! He's standing 6 foot, this dude's standing fucking 20 fucking meters, right? That's the size of a pretty big building. That's
at least 2 stories.
That's a triple story.
If I can tell, he's probably, probably even that far away from Gerard when he does it.
I think he's,
Is there some sort of Getsuga Tensho spiritual pressure weight thing going on there?
I have a feeling that it'd be similar. I'd actually hazard a guess that what we're going to see from Kenpachi and Yachiru essentially is we're going to see a lot more energy waves.
Are we going to see whether Sanpo Kenju is a relation to Nozarashi? Or should I say an extension of its abilities or not? I hope we do. I want to find that out.
Wait. Look, we're just
leave your opinions down below, folks.
We're gonna cut this one because this is now a speculation, and I don't go to that field. This boy here, he don't go to that field. We're gonna avoid that. We're gonna leave that shit there. But what we're gonna let y'all do is you guys like, comment, subscribe, both channels. But for this channel, comment what you think could potentially be happening. Comment below what you think Ichigo's Bankai might be like. But outside of that, we better leave ya, love ya, leave ya, and say ciao, because we're getting into the speculation field here, and you don't want to see where that ends up, eh?
Yeah, just leave your comments below what you think Nozarashi's relation to Sanpo Kenjo is. Extension or not? Leave a comment below, and if you want to leave a comment below and leave some names of any other Bleach characters you might want us to discuss.
Anything is acceptable. If it's legit, boys and girls.
Yeah, make sure it's legit.
Well, I'm getting bloody hungry.
On that note, I'm coming up to a video I'm going to be doing on the true pronunciation of the Quincy leader's name, too. Possibly could be my next one. Could be one after that. I have another one sort of in the making at the moment. Probably my next video after the next one. So
you guys are you're gonna see a lovely explanation. You guys are gonna love it. So
and I will provide evidence for my grounds to say it for the name as well. So
He's gonna fucking.
I got my sword back. Don't worry.
Alright, well, guys, we're gonna leave you. Don't forget to do all that shit. And from me, Eric D, 'tis out! Ciao!
And Bandit 00373 signing out. See you later, folks. And as a disclaimer, we do not own any of the material discussed in this video. All rights and credits go to their respectful owners. Thank you, and once again, Bandit 073 and Arrow D signing out.